Welcome, everyone. One thing you can count on as a content creator on YouTube is negative comments. And it is no surprise that when one covers any First Amendment auditor, or as most are known, frauditors, the negative comments are more frequent. Here are some from several of the videos from the past few weeks shown on my channel. All can be found under the videos shown in this video, most to do with delete laws, of course. I have not redacted the names of the commenters as their comments can be publicly seen and read. However, please feel free to reply if you feel the need, but do not harass them with your comments. They have every right to comment about how they feel, within reason, of course. This was the first video where I covered Chili DeCastro, aka Delete Laws. The video showed him protesting in a municipal building and getting arrested.
Oh no, not another flat earth debunker making themselves look like an idiot. The only thing worse than people that violate people's rights are the people that try to belittle and tear down the people that are out trying to fight for people's rights.
The sarcasm of this comment was quite amusing because this person does not understand that one person's rights do not override the rights of everyone else. And those of us who comment and or criticize are using the rights provided in the First Amendment to do so. This video was solely about delete laws. Him getting pulled over by the police for speeding, his actions the day of his arrest, and a few videos after his arrest.
The Blue Line is the biggest criminal organization there is. I'm starting to think of you as a Karen and a bootlicker. That said, the guy pulled over as a Jersey too.
Bootlicker? Does this person really think that's an insult? I had to look up what a jersey meant and found it refers to it's a Jersey thing, which fits since Chili loves his tanning booth as evidenced by his inventing, yes, I air quoted when I said that, the jock sock so he would not get his junk sunburned when he tanned naked. I know, I am so sorry that I put any bad images in your heads. I really apologize.
This channel sucks. You should just shut it down. Anyone who knows this man and their rights knows that the actual Karen operates this channel.
Here we have someone who probably didn't even watch the video they commented on and just saw the title and from that extrapolated that my entire channel sucks and I should just shut it down. By the way, Chili's rights are the same as mine and everyone else who lives in the United States. So yeah, shutting my channel down is not going to happen.
This guy is not nuts. I stopped for a yield sign for oncoming traffic. The guy behind me rear-ended me and said it was my fault. When we went to court it was a different judge, and I was the last one to be called. No one else was in the courtroom except me, my wife, the kid, and his father and the judge. I was found guilty. When I was walking out of the courtroom, I turned around. Just before the door shut all the way, I looked back in and seen the kid and his father talking and smiling with, guess who? The judge.
As I replied to this person, I am sorry that this happened to him. However, one biased court case does not make all court cases biased. And there are courses of action to take if a judge is biased like this one allegedly was. This video showed Chili coming upon a street that was turned into a one-way street by the state of Texas, to which his GPS did not inform him of because its software was not up to date. But he saw a police officer pulling motorists over to do an awareness check, so why not automatically assume or make up, most likely the latter, that the police put the signs up as a way to entrap motorists to ticket them and thus scam them out of their money with fines.
Glober Mom. It's bizarre that you talk about police like they never break the law, or violate people's rights. Did you hear about the cop charged for arresting a woman after she called the police for a man brandishing a rifle at her? Cops do and say stupid things. By the way, there were 3 other cops that watched that woman being unlawfully arrested, and they took part. They're just as culpable. I absolutely hate Jose, but your narrative doesn't fit all cops. It just doesn't.
There are police who do break the law and or violate people's rights. I just don't penalize all law enforcement for what some do. And there are more and more bad cops that are being found out and dealt with.
In New Jersey, the cops cannot retaliate against public oversight videographers thanks to NJOAG Directive 2021-11.
Answered later in this video. This video covered one of Chile's business ventures called the Sock Jock, his arrest, his supporters' view of his arrest, his release from jail, and his berating of and bullying of a police officer under the guise of wanting to file a complaint at 3:30 in the morning.
Copsuckers, your bootlick is showing.
Wow, that was a Kelso-style burn. I mean, I needed aloe vera for that one.
He is actually in harmony with the New Jersey Office of the Attorney General's Directive 2021-11, as well Colorado Senate Bill 217. The oversight being directed toward the sovereign officials in Brookside, Alabama by the state legislature is also a positive step. The investigation of the rogue cops of Phoenix PD by A.G. Garland is 100% necessary. Have a nice day.
Directive 2021-11 is about regulating no-knock warrants, right to record police activity, and diversity in law enforcement recruiting and hiring. Colorado Senate Bill 217, titled Enhance Law Enforcement Integrity, is about concerning measures to enhance law enforcement integrity and, in connection therewith, making an appropriation. That bill was passed and signed into law in 2020. As for the Brookside, Alabama and Phoenix, Arizona information, they are linked in the description below as well. This video covered courtroom Karens, a First Amendment auditor, and had a special appearance by Delete Laws.
Recording from public is legal and no one owes them an answer as to why. Just leave them alone. Instead, they believe their privilege entitled them to an answer, and it exposes what business are willing to do to someone that does something they don't understand. Some auditors get thousands of views. Some were potential customers.
Whether some of that guy's viewers were potential customers is debatable and really is beside the point. He does have the right to record from public, but he is not free from any consequences, like people asking why he is doing it, as that is their right as well. Rights do not go one way only.
Auditors are important and needed. You are allowed to film anything, and everyone in public. The reason they do it is to make sure our rights aren't trampled. If that building wants privacy, it's on them to provide it. I say more power to them. That Guts was an ass. The police as help? What? A bootlicker.
Again with the non-insult of bootlicker. Auditing isn't the issue. It's what is being audited that is the issue. Private businesses are not subject to the Constitution. They can have any policies and requirements they want within reason. That being said, the auditor was on public land, and at no point were his rights violated by anyone.
At 2:37, he is out practicing what the Founding Fathers said we could do. I take it someone does not like freedom. And, to answer your question at 6:46, because he can. And at 13:14, he is educating them because they do not know the First Amendment rights. It is time to put an end to abuse of your rights. And then, we have 1745. I have said it time and time again. I will keep saying it till something is done about law enforcement today. We no longer have police that protect and serve. We don't even have law enforcement officers. What we have is out-of-control ego-tripping bullies with guns and badges. They treat people with Gestapo tactic. We no longer see professional law enforcement officers. We see gang members that are out to get you. The Thin Blue Line Brotherhood gang. And, they wonder why there is a disconnect between the police and the public. Always record the police. You may just save a life. Oh, and I do not know this man recording out in public, but I defend his right to do it. I am not anti-cop. I am anti-bad cop. Bad cops get good cops killed.
Of course, his First Amendment rights were intact. They don't know the First Amendment rights? Okay, so why did they only ask him if he needed help? Why did no one ask him to stop recording nor ask him to leave? So this person then goes into a diatribe about police and calls them ego-tripping bullies with badges and says they use Gestapo tactics and they are gang members out to get us. Then at the very end says they are not anti-cop, only anti-bad cop.
What I love is the people who say it's illegal to take pictures or video and then turn around and do it themselves.
That was not the case in this video, and everyone has the same rights under the U.S. Constitution.
Public defender? More like, public pretender.
Here is a statement made by someone who has been in a courtroom, perhaps needing a public defender. Possibly? Maybe?
I was actually halfway feeling your sentiment, but putting delete laws out there as a Karen is too much. Yes, he is an animal that does bite back when pressed upon. I think you need a little more information before you display your alliteration.
He is acting entitled, privileged, policing others' behaviors, being demanding, threatening violence, threatening lawsuits, and being the center of attention. He is in every way a Karen.
United States Supreme Court 2008 ruled, you can't trespass someone's eyes. A person can take pictures and videos of anyone or anything they can see with their eyes. If the government can do it, so can we. It's called the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Karen.
That court case this person is referring to stemmed from someone who recorded the police in a public park and was penalized for it. You can record anything your eyes see in public. However, public and private buildings can put policies in place to regulate where people can record, unless they have expressed permission from an authorized person in those buildings. Well, that was fun. I am not an expert on anything, but I will do my research on things and not take them on face value. Well, most of the time. I find it amazing how people think auditors' rights trump those who have the exact same rights. And delete laws is Dunning-Kruger and a Karen personified. You are all awesome. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.